Good evening, everybody. It's Ryan here from Mista Rau Gaming, and I've got another really good live session for us tonight. And I have to apologize that I am starting a little bit later than what I initially advertised. I initially advertised 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, but I am going live here at 7 Pacific Standard Time. That's because I had an opportunity. I wanted to join in with the fellas from the Tabletop Express. They have a stream going on tonight over on their channel called Call Aboard. And I wanted to participate. It's a show that I've really enjoyed, and I really wanted to participate in it. And they were going live at 8 o'clock, which only gave me about a half. So I decided, you know what? If I want to participate in that, which I did tonight, I'm going to need a little bit of extra time here. So I decided, hey, you know what? They're going live at 8. I'll go live at 9. So thank you to the gents, Chris and Ryan from the Tabletop Express, for hosting me on a short portion of that segment. It was fantastic. It was fun. They were talking about expansions, and I like myself some expansions. So, but tonight I have a really good game. I really enjoy this game. It's called Fantastic Factories from Joseph Z. Chen, and this is a game that's you know what? I've had this for quite a while, and I'll just say no. My wife and I really enjoy playing this game, and I don't get to play it solo. It has a solo mode in it, and I don't get to play it very often. So I thought, you know what? Let's explore it tonight on the stream. I like to play solo games on the stream here, as well as playing games with some friends and whatnot. But you know what? Let's explore the solo mode, because it's got a really neat automated system where you're just trying to beat the computer, the AI. What are they referring to it? The machine. They call it the machine. You're trying to beat the machine score, and we'll try it. It's got a pretty easily manageable time. They're going to use the colored dice to determine some of their actions and the way that they score some points. And I'm just going to be using just the clear dice here for my turns in order to activate it. Now, Fantastic Factories itself is a card drafting, card playing, resource management. It's a tableau building style game where you're going to be placing out these blueprint cards into your tableau, when they're going to be able to do a whole bunch of wacky effects for you. Getting more resources, converting resources into points, converting cards into points. And what you're going to try to do is actually try to build yourself a nice little factory engine of sorts, so that you can start comboing some dice chains together to get some points, to get some resources, convert those resources into points, and you can kind of start doing that turn after turn after turn. And of course, and then the goal of the game is to eventually somebody is going to end up with down here at the very bottom, somebody's going to end up with 12 goods, which are the points in this case. You're going to end up with 12 goods, or you're going to have 10 cards built into your tableau. Now, the machine, on the other hand, in the solo game, we're not going to count the number of cards that they are building. Rather, we're going to be worried about the number of goods those buildings are going to produce, because those buildings are going to produce goods. And as soon as the machine gets to 12 goods, that's also going to end off the game. So I think let's just kind of get at her. Welcome everybody that I can see that is watching the show right now. Good evening. I'd love to see you. I'd love to interact with you in the chat tonight. And of course, before we even get going here, I always forget this part, but if you haven't already, make sure that you like this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, which a good number of people aren't, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. And then hit the notification bell so you get notified live every Tuesday and Thursday evenings. So let's take a look at just setting ourselves up. I did do the Kickstarter on this game, so I have a few. I think there's a few cards in the deck that are promo cards. I'll try to identify which ones are what, but there's not too many of them inside that that big deck. But I also managed to purchase myself the nice neoprene mat that does overlay on the one side here, does outline the solo mode for the game, and on the other side it is double-sided, and that's just for like keeping track of your resources and your cards for a multiplayer game. But here we go. So we got this all set up, and I'm also going to note that I am going to play at least this first game. We'll see how long this first game takes. But I'm also going to play with one of the expansion content. And that expansion content is referred to as the manufactions. Now, this is just kind of just like adds a little bit more variety to the game. I think it really adds a really nice touch to the base game of Fantastic Factories, where it gives you some of these. Oh, they're right here. They give you these faction tiles, these factory tiles, which kind of gives you a little bit of an asymmetric start every single game. Gives you a little bit of different starting resources and gives you some sort of playing ability. We're going to play with one of those tonight. And inside the manufactions, excuse me, rule book here under the solos, it says here, manufactions fully compatible with the solo mode. Simply just shuffle in the new cards and deal yourself 2 factions and choose one. The rest of the rules are the same. So really nice way to kind of so it's very easily integrated into this solo mode. And welcome to the chat, Sarah. Sarah M says this is one of the first games I bought when I got into the hobby. Still one of your absolute favorites. Fantastic game to kick off your gaming hobby and gaming habits. I really enjoyed it. You can't go wrong, Sarah, with this game. And have you tried some of the expansion content? Have you acquired any of the expansion content? There's 2 of them. Actually, there's the manufactions, and there is the subterfuge expansion, which this allows a little bit more of player interaction. It is a very multiplayer solitaire style of game where each kind of player is kind of doing their own thing. But the subterfuge actually adds in some ways that you can start sabotaging your opponents and whatnot and everything like that. So really interested to seeing how this plays here. And yes, Sarah says she's got the manufactions and love it, love what it adds. Subterfuge expansion didn't appeal to us, and I can see that this does add in the player interaction bit to the game, but that player interaction can be quite mean, which is not quite up everybody's alley. Though I may, if I have time tonight, I might try this out with the solo mode, which at least allows us to, it complicates the solo mode a little bit with the sabotaging of the machine and the machine sabotaging us. I kind of like the sound of how it interacts with the player and the player interacts with the machine. I just haven't fully read up on how that rule actually works. So I'm just going to put that off to the side for right now. If I have time tonight, I might, if I have time for 2 games, I'll try it out. But we're going to go with the manufactions. We're going to start us off here. I've been reading with the solo rule. So it says to set up the game normally. And so we'll shuffle up this big old stack of tiles here. And we will draw 2, and we will stick with 1 to see how it, let's see what it goes. I'll draw that one, and then I'll draw 1 from the middle as well. So let's go with those 2. So the first one here is we've got a complexity of 2, and it says Frontier Freight. During the market phase, you may both take a blueprint card and hire a contractor in either order. Ooh, that is so the market phase there are going to be, there's these contractor cards and there's these blueprint cards, and generally during the market phase you're only allowed to grab one or the other. And this company allows you to do both of those. And here's our starting resources. It'll start us with We get to look at 6 cards and only keep 2 of them and start with 1 steel and 2 electricity. So you do kind of start a little bit less. Usually the general starting hand is about 4 cards, but this one's only allowing us to start with 2. So I kind of like that ability. So let's take a look at what the next one is. Another complexity of 2. Get to look at 8 cards, keep 4 of them, get 2 energy but no steel. Monument type cards cost 1 steel less to build. During the work phase, you may discard a monument card to gain 2 steel. And monument cards, they're a type of card. It is a big stack of cards. A lot of them times you might not see them. You might see them every now and then, but they are a good point generating style card. But in this case, we can actually use them to generate us some steel. You know what? I'm going to go with my initial gut here, and I'm going to go with Frontier Freight here. I think they're going to be my card, my card of choice here. So I'm going to get to start off with, I guess I can move the solo rules just off to the side here. I'm going to keep that right there. It says I'm going to get to start off with 2 energy, 1 steel, and I get to look at 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get to keep 2 of them. So I might want to try to find some things that so I already see I got some expansion cards here that have these, they call them vitamins, and that's an addition to the manufactions thing, which are these plus or minus chits, which allow you to adjust your dice up or down by spending them. So hey, look at that, just to, just place down a 3. You get a good, which is a point in the end of the game, and a vitamin. That sounds actually all right. It's going to cost us a couple steel and a couple energy to play it down, though. And then this one seems pretty interesting too. 2 dice that are of equal value, and then I also get to roll an extra. Ooh, interesting. I like the Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try the Fettuccine Factory, just in case I do get them. And you can spend a 2 and a steel to generate a point and 2 cards. And I'm not starting with any cards, so maybe I need to get some card generation. But that one requires me to spend a steel. I don't have, okay, let's try those. I'm going to try those 2 as my starting cards here. They're in my hand, not on the table just yet. Now we are going to continue setting up for the solo mode here. The setup of the game is normal for 1 player, then deal out the number of blueprints face up to form the machine's starting compound. And we are going to try, there is a difficulty levels here. There is easy, medium, hard, and insane. We're going to try a medium, which we are going to deal out 3 cards to the machine's starting compound. And so let's just flip them over. So we've got a quarry. So 1 yellow card. We've got, 2 yellow cards. And then a 3rd card is a monument card. I'll split that there. Okay, so not a bad opening start here. And now we can continue setting up the game here, which we will reveal our blueprint cards that we will have to select from. There we go. And our contractors that we can select from. There we go. All right. And so what we get to do on our turns here, I'm just going to grab my little fancy little reference sheet here. It is the machine's turn is actually nicely printed on the playmat here, so that's okay. I always just forget which order I get to do things in. And so here we go. So we get to do the market phase. Optional, I can pay a token to discard and refill one of the marketplace rows, which I'm not going to do that right now. Not really strategic of me. And then I can gain a blueprint for free, or I can hire a contractor. But wait, I have my ability here, which says during the market phase, which I'm in right now, I can both take a blueprint and hire a contractor in either order. Which could also mean that I could use the one that I picked up here in order to hire the... Notice that there are some symbols across the top here. In order for me to hire that particular person, I need to actually discard a card. So you see all the cards here have these symbols in the top here. I have to discard that style of card in order to recruit that particular person for this turn. But also, this is also a building requirement. So if I want to build this Skunk Works, if I want to build that one, I also actually have to have one of these green. I have to actually have one of these green building types in my hand already, which I do not. And that was kind of one that I wanted to get down right away here because I wanted to generate some cards. But maybe I have to. Maybe I'll work on some Fettuccine Factory because I do see that there's another Fettuccine Factory card in the row here. So let's go with. Oh, but this one also generates me a card. This one generates me a card, not two cards, but also generates me some steel. But it's a blue, and I don't have another blue card in my hand. So do you know what? Maybe I shall. Yeah, do you know what? Boom. Let's take that harbor card. Let's take the harbor card here. Boom, put it in my hand. This gets refilled. And I am not going to hire one of these people for this particular round. And now I get to go into my work phase, which now I get to take my 4 dice. I always start off with 4 dice. You get to roll them. And now we get to assign them. So I get 2 2s, a 3, and a 4. So now what you get to do with the dice here is that you actually get to assign them to these different slots. You always have the headquarters here, which has some slots for some dice. So I can put some dice in here, and then I can just, any value of dice here, I can just draw a card. If I assign a 1, 2, or 3 into the generate stage, I can start generating some energy, depending on which number I've actually put in there. Or a 4, 5, and a 6 can go inside the mine, and that will generate me some steel. And if I decide to put in some dice that actually match into the here, I'm going to get extra things. So if there's 2 dice that are the same, I can grab 1 extra. But if I match all 3 symbols, I get actually 2 extra thingamajiggers. And so do you know what? Maybe I am going to, since I do want to grab some, I do want to play some cards in my turn here. So let's go with, I do want to grab, I need more steel, or I need more energy. Do you know what? Let's go with the energy. I'm going to grab 2 more energy right there. I am going to grab, oh gosh, right. I want to get some cards. I don't have the card that I don't have the card type that I want. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to have to do that research action, and I'm just going to make sure, I think I'm going to do the research action properly here. There are times when you can draw off the top of the deck, and there's times when you can't draw off the top of the deck. And when I do research, for each worker you place on the research, draw 1 blueprint card from the top of the blueprint deck. Any value worker may be used, and the value of the worker does not matter. Drawing cards. Whenever you draw a card during the work phase, for any reason, you must draw from the top of the deck. You may not draw cards from the marketplace. Right, the marketplace is only for when you're doing your work phase. That's the one thing that I just needed to remind myself. So let's go ahead here, and I will place this 3 down here to do a research action. I'll draw this into my hand. Okay, I got an assembly line, which is going to generate me some points if I want to play that one down. But now I think I might want to try to get my fettuccine factory down this turn. But I really wish I kind of got the skunk works down. So you know what? I'm going to actually try this again. I'm going to place this 4 into the research. Draw another card. Ah, and it got me a pharmacy. Interesting. So, that really kind of was a kick in the knickers. I wish I should have done something a little bit different then. Because now I cannot grab my... I could put down that pharmacy down. You know what? Let's go with... I'm going to put a 2 in here. I'm going to generate another 2 energy. And since I have a matching right now, I'm going to get an extra energy right away. And I'm going to put down... I'm going to build that pharmacy, actually. I'm going to build that pharmacy. It's going to cost me 1 steel. Right there. It's going to cost me the 1 steel. And it allows me to spend 4 energy and turn them into 2 vitamins, which I am... Oh, right, and I have to also spend a card. I'm going to spend the assembly line because it matches, the symbol matches the type of the pharmacy. I'm going to spend 4 energies here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am going to grab myself 2 vitamins so that I can start playing around with my dice in the next round. And I activated that card. You can only activate your cards once per round, and so I am done my particular work phase. So now we are going to go into the machines phase, and the machine phase works like this. We're going to take all of these colored dice and we're going to roll them. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the green dice and see what it does. It says we rolled a 6 on it. And so 6 says build from the deck. So they get to draw a card from the top of the deck. And it's going to be a red training card. All right. So that's all the green dice does. It tells us what we're going to build. Oh, sorry. And then it says discard and refill the... So all of these 4 cards are going to go away. They're going to get wiped. And 4 new ones are going to come out. Interesting. Right off the bat. Okay, so the green dice is gone. And now we're going to see if the machine produces any goods. And so manufacture goods. So we're going to just kind of line these up here. So the blue... There's no blue cards, so we are safe. Yellow rolled a 1, and 1 is less than, the number on the dice is less than the number of cards that are inside that row. So the machine produces a good. So the machine produces a good there. There's got to be a better place that I can put the goods here. So let's put them... I'll just put the machine's goods right here so we can kind of keep track there. The red is 2. There's nothing there. And then the purple one, there's no purple special cards. So we are okay. And that's literally the machine's turn. We are now back on to our turn. So now we're back up to our market phase. So I am going to... Oh my gosh. Maybe I want to try to grab a... contractor this turn. What does the recruiter say here? The recruiter says draw and reveal the next 2. You may hire both for free, but it's going to cost me 4 energy that I don't have. Interesting. But this one, the generalist might actually get me some. I'll gain 1 steel, 2 energy, and a card, and then pick an opponent. Well, okay, well, this one actually seems really, really good for me. So you know what? I'm going to take advantage of my ability where I am going to grab the test range. I'm going to grab the test range here. And I am going to then spend my feta. And you know what? I wanted to try to get the fettuccine factory, but you know what? I'm just going to spend that one. And I'm going to grab the generalist, which is going to give me another steel. I'm going to grab 2 energies. Yeah, steel, 2 energies. And I also get to draw a card. which is really, really good. And we are going to refill the market phase. And hi, Vincent. Nice to see you. Great to see you again. I saw that you popped in earlier. Sorry that I changed the time on you. I had to join the Tabletop Express on their live stream a little bit ago. So yeah, do that 1.5 chipmunk speed, and you'll get caught up really, really easily. And then you're like, I love the short, easy to manage turns of the machine. It is very, I like it, a solo mode that's very easily manageable. And this is probably one of the easiest ones that we can come up with. So I did my special ability where I did my things. Okay, now we are into the roll the dice phase. There we go. I got another 2. I got 3 2s and a 3. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I going to do with all those 2s and 3s? And I didn't get... I want to get this skunk factory down, but I need another green. So let's just put a 2 up there. Draw off the top of the deck. I didn't get it again. Foundry. Oh, I can probably get the foundry done. Test range requires lots more. Test range requires a lot more steel than I actually have. Harbor. Yeah. Foundry though, that can I convert. I can convert energy into steel, which might end up being very, very handy. Let's try. Oh my gosh, I don't have the matching cards in my hand that I want to get these down. The Skunk Works, the Manufactory. Oh no, I can't draw off there. Dang it. Well, do you know what? If I put up another 2 though, I get a card for the dice. Ooh, a Golem. Very special card. But since it's a matching, I get 1 extra. Okay, Fulfillment Center. That's also going to give me... Ooh, but then these requires 4s. But this one gives me cards and steel for exactly 3s. But I don't have the steel yet, so let's go with... I am going to... Oh my gosh, so many interesting little decisions to make with all of these lovely, lovely cards in my hand. I'm going to put those 2 to the back because right now I'm really in on trying to get these cards down. And I don't have any steel, which is what I really, really kind of need. I kind of want to activate this too, so let's go with... But I can only I can only activate it once. Decisions this turn around. What should I do? I think... Should we get some steel this round? I think so. I'm going to use one of my vitamins to increase this 2 to a 3. Oh, wait. I need to get to a 4. Never mind. Oh, but I can spend another 4 energy to grab another 2 vitamins for my pharmacy's ability. And I'm going to use 2 of those vitamins to change this 3 to a 4 and this other 3 to a 4. There we go. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, matching bonus, 3 steals. So I can start ramping up for my next bit of my turns here. So I can now either do a fulfillment center, or I can do a harbor, or I can do a test range, or I can do a foundry. You know what? The ones that gives us points, that's the name of the game here. I think I'm going to do a fulfillment center. Put my fulfillment center down here. And I'm going to discard this golem because it matches the type. And I'm going to need to spend 2 steel, 1 energy. And there we go. Got that down. It's going to score me a point at the end of the game. It's going to hopefully generate me some points along the way as well. All right. That's my turn. I don't think I can put down anything else. Nope, can't put down anything else. Let's see what the machine's going to do for us. All right. So the green tells me we're going to build the first production building for the machine. So that one's done. And then let's run down the machine here. 6. Nope, not gonna. I actually rolled nice and high. So yellow is a 5, not going to produce. Red, not going to produce. Purple, not going to produce any points this round. All right, and that gets refilled. And back to the top of my turn. Okay, so, I have an opportunity to maybe do a pick up and recruit, but I see that I can finally maybe get that skunk works down because I saw that a couple green things popped up here, so I'm going to definitely grab that. I'm going to definitely grab the drone. Nope. Let's grab the manufactory. I like the sounds of that one. And then we're going to try to do a... what's the apprentice? I think I have one of those. Yeah. Draw 1 card and roll 1 extra dice at the start of the next work phase. I am going to grab that one. I'm going to draw an extra card, and I'm going to get an extra dice this phase. And I need to discard my concrete plant, which is okay by me. To do that way. Refill. Extra card and an extra dice on a round is always really, really, really nice. Let's see what we're going to get. So we got a 1, 2 3s, and a 5. Let's see what we can do with said information. Well, okay, I'm going to produce, with one of these 3s, I'm going to produce 3 energy. 1, 2, 3 energy. Because I'm going to use my vitamin to increase this 3 to a 4. I'm going to use that 4 on my fulfillment center with 2 of my latest energies to produce myself, my first victory point. Yeah. Well, where am I going to put my victory points? Oh, I guess I'll put them over here. My first victory point and a steel. Yeah, I'll just put them on. Yeah, I'll just put them on top of my thing here. And all right, so now I can go ahead and I can take a look at what can I build. Oh, I guess I spent my energy, didn't I? But I will grab a foundry. Always looks really nice, and so does the test range. Let's go with they both spend energy to convert into steel or into cards. I'm going to go with the test range. I'm going to build a test range here for my 3 steel and my 1 energy, and I need to discard... I'm going to discard the recycling plant because that matches the building type. Okay. And now this one says whatever dice I put on here, if I discard the matching number of energy, I can draw the matching number of cards, which is really good. But now I just need to get my energy back up. Which on that note, I think I'll just spend my cards then just to... You know what? Let's go with a 1 to grab 1 energy. And you know what? We'll just grab another 1 just to grab 1 more energy. And since they match, I'll just grab my bonus energy. And this 5 here, I will come down here and I'll grab a steel. It's really all I'm going to be able to do right now. So let's go to the machine's turn. Let's see what the machine does. Roll the dice. All right, so the machine is going to build a beacon. So on to the monuments. And then yellow doesn't produce any resources. Red does produce a resource because there's only one red there, so they get another point. And then blue and purple don't produce any resources, so we are safe for right now. Refill the market. Okay, what should I do? Intriguing, I would say. What do we got going on here? What is the demolitionist? That seems pretty cool. Looks like discard a building in your compound. Oh, gain 1 point and energy and equal to double the building cost. Wow. So just destroy something and then just get a whole bunch of stuff in the end. Woo. That could actually be quite handy. What do you say, engineer, that I can't afford? Okay. You know what? I'm probably just going to draft a card this time around, and let's draft a... If I want the do I want the harbor? The foundry? Probably the skunk works. The skunk works looks pretty good. And so does that one. So I'm going to grab the university for the green symbol there. And I'm not going to do any contracting this time around. Well, I guess I could do, but I don't have the energy under the green. So I'm not going to do that this time around. All right. So what should we build this around? I think I've been building up. I want to get down to skunk works. Oh, I guess I should draw my dice. Ha ha ha. And I don't get my extra dice this round. I only just get my standard 4. Oh boy, dice on the table. Dice on the ground. Where'd you go, dice? Dice on the ground. Reroll. Number 4. So we got 3 4s and a 1. Okay. Well, 4s are really good for me because 4s. Oh, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend too much of my energy. Unless if I do a foundry, or do I do the harbor? Nope. Got to do it this way. I will build my. I wanted to get the skunk works down. Yeah, I wanted to get the skunk works. Let's get the skunk works down. That's 1 metal, 3 energies. That's what I wanted to do. I want to make sure that I got that down onto the table so that I can start producing things. I'm just going to rearrange these so that I can figure out which ones are going to produce whatnots. And, all right. Well, now I don't have the energy, and I didn't have a really great roll in order to help me. Well, I guess maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't plan this out. Too bad. So sad. Very, very sad. I need to spend some energy. Well, I can get a lot of steel this round. Just no energy. I can get 1 energy. I can get 1 energy with the 1. And man, oh man. Well, I guess 1 energy for the 1 is not terrible because, well, we're gonna need them. But I could get 1, 2, 3 in a triple matching. I can get 5 steels this round, which would help me with the steelworks, with skunk works once I get my. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steels. 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems okay. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Because now that's going to be my turn. Unless if I want to, can I put down anything? Not with 1 energy. I can get down to university. What does university do? Discard a card to change a dice. Up or down one. Well, it gives me an extra flexibility if I don't have the vitamins. So, nah. Let's just see what the machine does. Machine's gonna build a refinery, so it's gonna start building up on the yellows there. And let's see here. So yellow is gonna produce a good. I'm just gonna do that. So the machine's got red's not gonna produce. Blue is not going to produce, and purple is not going to reproduce for the machine. So the machine's already got 3 victory points, and I also have to mention also that the machine also gets 1 victory point for every card in its display too. So right now the machine is sitting at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points to my 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So I'm kind of trailing right now. So let's see if we can pick up the slack a little bit on my turn here. So, now, producing some energy would be very, very helpful this time around. So let's recruit a... I got a whole bunch of different symbols here. Let's recruit a... The demolition seems pretty cool. What would I demolition? My skunk works that I work so hard to get down? Because that would give me 2 steals and 6 energies. And a victory point. That's a lot of stuff that I could work with. That's a lot of stuff I can work with. Then I can start building a whole bunch of other things. Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's just try. Just because I'm looking forward to what I want to build in the near future here. So let's go with the Mega Factory. And then I'm going to also discard my Foundry to grab my Demolitionist. Ooh. So I'm going to grab a victory point. And I'm going to destroy one of my things, getting double the building cost, which I'm going to destroy my Skunk Works. I'm going to get another 2 steel. And I'm going to take 6 energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So Skunk Works is gone. Demolitionist did her job. All right. I'm going to grab my dice and I'm going to roll them for the round. Ooh, high voltage. But that's going to give me some flexibility here. So I got a lot of resources that I need to use because I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I have more than 12 at the end of the round, I have to discard down. So I may as well start using lots of this stuff. And I'm going to do this one right off the bat here, which is I'm going to put a 5 on here and discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards into my hand. That gives me a lot of flexibility. That gives me a lot of flexibility that I can start discarding them for all of those nice effects. Let's see if we can get any point generating. See if we can get any point generating cards. Well, this one, if you 4 dice that match, if you put 4 dice that match down onto this card, you get 2 points, and then you get to re-roll all the dice again. That is crazy. The Manufactory, which gets you a point and then some stuff. 3 dice that match, you get 2 points, and then you get an extra dice. And then you spend an energy, you get to use a card in the marketplace. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. There's only so much that I can afford to actually do, which will be to... Think tank seems pretty cool, but I can't get the energy this round. Anything that produces me energy? This one produces energy. And I think I can do it. I'm going to put down the harvester. I need to discard a blue card, which I'll discard this one. And I need to spend 1 and 2. There we go. Because if I put down 2 dice that are the same... Well, here I'm going to run to that problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's going to give me a whole bunch of energy again. Oh, but I want that energy. So I'm going to put that down to get 7 energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energies. Yeah. I don't need 7 energies, but I do want 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. To grab me some vitamins. That give me some flexibility with my dice. And then I can... Well, what else can I... What should I play down? I should play down something else. Should I try to get that? Oh, I don't have enough for the think tank. But I do have enough for this one, the manufactory. Or the mega factory. That doesn't combo well. Maybe I'm going to go with the... Now, the Enigma machine, that's pretty... The Enigma engine is pretty cool. It's straight up just can just rotate through my resources. Which is actually not bad. That is not terrible at all. Except for... I don't have a blue card in my hand anymore to do it. Turd. Well, let's try and just produce a... You know what? Let's try and produce a... Let's produce a manufactory. For 2 and 3s. And I need to discard a green, which I will discard this one. Right there. Awesome. I wish I had 2 more dice that I can do that activation, but I can't. Anything that just requires just steel that I can put down? Not really. Not that I want to get down. Yeah, so then this extra one here, you know what? Maybe we will... I got the 4 steel still, so maybe I'm just going to draw a card off the top there. He gives me one of those. Extra flexibility. Okay, that's my turn. Let's see what the machine does. Hopefully it doesn't get too many more points. Okay, grabs a 1, grabs a purple card. Unless your purple doesn't activate. Blue doesn't activate. Green activates for another point. So now they are sitting at 4 goods. And red does not activate. Okay, so there we go. This one comes in. And we are at the top of our phase. And what am I going to grab here? I want to grab... Ooh, that mentor looks really, really nice. So I'm gonna draft the power plant with my ability, and then I'm gonna spend that one right off the bat to grab the mentor, which grabs me 3 vitamins. Lots of flexibility now with my dice. Lots of flexibility. Really good to have. I will refill. And refill. All right, here we go. I get to roll my dice. A 6, 2 4s, 1 3, 2 4s, and a 6. Okay, I can work with that. I can definitely work with that because I want some energy. You know what? With the 2 4s, we're going to activate the manufactory. Gets me a victory point. So it gets me another victory point. And I will take the 3 energies, since I'm not on any energies right now. All right. I will spend one of my vitamins to turn this 3 into a 4. So that I can activate with 2 of my energies. I can activate this one for another victory point. And a steal. And then with my lonely old 6. My lonely old 6 here. Well, maybe I can get down a card. No, I spent all of my energies. Spent all of the energies. So let's just grab another card. It requires energies, which I kind of ran low on after I spent them after that one, but it was worth it. I got some victory points. Actually, I should cash these ones in just to kind of keep track with those other. They have the 2 victory point tokens that we should probably be using. All right. I think that's my turn. Let's see what the machine does. Ooh. So a 5 is going to activate here. So it's going to draw a card off the top, which is another red. And then this row is going to get cleared. And new ones come out. Whoops, upside down. There, and there. And then yellow is going to gain a good, and red's going to gain a good. So factory grabs another 2 goods. Purple and blue do not grab any goods. Right on. Okay, so they've now got 6 out of the 12 goods to end the game, and plus they've got a bunch of cards. And I'm not doing very good at generating my points at all. So let's see if we can hightail into gear here. So what do we got going on for our nothing to get actual energy out of those contractors. So you know what? Let's do something that I don't usually do. I'm going to pay a thing to discard and refill 1 marketplace row. I'm going to wipe the contractors. And let's see what comes up here. Oh, yeah. Energy. Oh, and the foreman. It's actually pretty good too. But let's grab that. Let's grab that warehouse and discard it to use the electrician. And that gets me 5 energies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. Alrighty. Let's go to town here. Training cards cost 1 less. City Park. It gets me 2 victory points. Oh, I guess I have to roll my dice. Ha 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 ha. 2 4s, a 1. 3 4s and a 1. Oh, don't tempt me. I gotta use the doubles. Yeah, I guess I should. I'm gonna use the doubles over here again to grab another victory point. And which one am I going to grab? 2 cards, 2 steel, 3 energy. Cards are always nice, just because I want to get building here. Ooh, obelisk. You may build more than 1 obelisk. That's actually pretty nice, if I can get them. All right, so let's go ahead here. And I guess I should also probably trigger this one and 2 of those energies to grab another victory point. So I'll just change that out and grab a steel. I will build my obelisk. So I'll discard the Enigma machine. 3 steels and 1 energy for this obelisk. And my lonely old oneer. My lonely old one. Well, I should probably put down another card, some cards here that get me some victory points here. And I'm going to try with, let's go with, I can get down the think tank. That would actually be pretty neat to be able to do. You know what? I just want to try it. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to spend my 1 to grab an energy. And that energy, so it gives me 4 energies and 1 steel. So all of my energies and a steel gets me the think tank. And I have to discard a green symbol, green wrench. Let's try that. And then now if I ever roll 4 of a kind, which I have some vitamins to do, I can get 2 victory points and then re-roll all my dice again, which is actually very, very nice. And I've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7. If I get 3 more cards built, that also triggers the end of the game, which because the machine is ramping up really quite fast here. Yeah, because I can't put down anything more. So let's go ahead, see what the machine does. High rolls all around, which is okay. 5 builds off the top of the deck, which is another yellow. My goodness gracious. Which is okay. The only one that's actually going to produce that doesn't, and that doesn't. The only one that actually produces a good is the blue one. And sorry, and this row should have also get wiped because of the trigger. Ooh, another obelisk. That could be, because those are points. Victory points are victory points. I like it. So let's go ahead and let's roll our, oh wait, I guess we should do my market phase first, which investor sounds nice. And okay, I guess we're gonna try to get another obelisk down. So I'll put that into my hand here, and I'm gonna discard City Park here to grab the investor. And the investor just says you get to draw and reveal a card, and I get the goods that are on it. So I get the draw and reveal. So I get 1 steel and 2 energies. Not terrible. And then everything gets refilled. All right, so let's go with rolling our dice and see what we get. 2 1s, a 2, and a 6. Well, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Sometimes I don't remember these games. I just need to remind myself whether or not I can wrap a 6 all the way to a 1 in this game. Because I can't remember. Oh my gosh, adjusting die. If anybody in the chat that is familiar with this, with Fantastic Factories, can you change a 6 into a 1 and a 1 into a 6? I don't think that you can in this game. And I'm just going to try to remind, because that changes things for me. I'm just trying to figure out. No, it's not in the tips and strategies or the FAQ. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's in the manufactions with the vitamins. 6 cannot be increased to a 1. 1 cannot be decreased to a 6. Thank you very much. Instruction manual. Because that would have been, because I could have done it, got my 4 of a kind, which would actually have been really, really, really cool. But instead, you know what? We'll put down the pair to grab a point. And we'll also use that point. We'll also grab probably a couple steel. You know what? Yeah, a couple. Yeah, we'll do 2 steels for that one. And then we will, I want to put down oh wait, I don't have the blue card to get the obelisk down that I want. But you know what? Let's just put down Megafactory. Megafactory seems pretty good. I seem to be getting close to those 3s of a kind lately, so 3 steels and 2 energies. And an orange card to get down Megafactory, which requires 3 of a kind, but that's okay. And I will use my remainings. Increase, if I can increase that a couple levels. That one down. Up 2 levels, down 2 levels. I want to kind of keep my vitamins just for the thingamajiggers. So let's just grab a couple energy for that one. And then with this random 06, let's just grab another steel, I guess. That's kind of like all we're going to end up doing. Oh my goodness gracious. I feel like I'm getting crushed this game. But let's take a look here. Ooh, that's not a great roll for us. Green adds on another red. Well, at least red doesn't activate. Purple does activate for another victory point for the... blue does not activate, but yellow does activate for another one. So grab one of those. So they are at 7. Oof. Okay, and plus a bunch of cards. 7 and a bunch of cards is what the machine is at. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points to my lonely old 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, wait. It's actually a lot closer than I thought. Let's just recruit the right number of cards here, Mista Rau, so that we can grab a few things. The foreman actually looks pretty nice. It says, at the start of the next work phase, instead of rolling, you may choose the values of up to 4 of your dice. Wow. So I could choose to just activate Think Tank, grab 2 points, and then just roll my dice. That seems pretty darn cool. And I've got a couple of those pink symbols in my hand already. I'm going to draft another one of them so that I can do that. I'm not going to end up getting that one down, so I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab my foreman. It's going to cost me an extra 2 energies because he has an energy cost in the top corner. And, yeah, let's just set our dice to the values we want. And, I don't know, 4 of what? 4 what? 4 of what? Oh, let's just go. Well, I guess the best roll you could get is 4 6s. So I'm going to set all of my dice to 6s. Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Yes. 4 4s. Okay. I'm going to go with Vincent here. 4 4s. Seems to be the more obvious choice here. I'm going to set them to 4 4s. And I'm going to activate Think Tank, which produces me 2 victory points. Thank you very much. And I get to pick them up, and I get to roll them. Very generous foreman indeed. And let's see what I got. Oh my gosh. Now, unfortunately, you can only activate a card once per turn. That's right, Vince. You don't know how to play this game. But guess what? That's the simplicity of it. Now, look at this. I could have almost activated Think Tank again, but you can only activate a card once per round. So Think Tank has already produced its points for me. I'm just going to put those points on there just to remind me that I've already used that one. But I can produce some more here. Let's take a look here. I can probably grab Megafactory here. I'm going to use one of my vitamins. Change that 3 down to a 2. Grab those ones. That gets me another 2 victory points. And I get to roll another dice. Oh, gets me a 6. And hi, Danny Cha. I didn't know they had a playmat that works for solo. Yes, this playmat is actually very, very handy. It's actually double-sided. I believe you can get it off of their website, but it is double-sided for the regular multiplayer mode just to organize all your components. But on the other side of it, it has the solo layout for you, which is actually really, really, really quite nice. All right, so I activated my Megafactory, got another couple points, and I think I can probably grab oh, I don't have any energy to activate this one, but I think I could probably spend another couple vitamins to grab this one over here. Yeah. I'm going to spend a couple vitamins to change this 6 down to a 4. I'll grab another victory point, which will get me up to... That gets me up to 10 goods. Almost up to the 2. And I shall... Oh, wait, that is going to get me to the 12, because I produced my goods off of my Think Tank. So I am going to trigger the end of the game here. Okay, so I grab my good. I should probably grab some of the energy so that I can probably play down a card. Just to get a victory point out of the whole shebang. So let me just put down... I'll put down Trash Compactor. I'll discard Replicator. That's going to cost me 2 of these and 1 of these. And that grabs that. That is the end of my phase. Okay. It's been a while since I've played solo. Where's my solo? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go through the machine's turn. We check the game in, and we're going to get one more. We're going to have one more round. I believe that's exactly how it works. Let me just game in. As a player, you triggered the end of the game, same as normal game. However, the machine may only trigger the end of the game by manufacturing once the game is triggered. Yeah. Okay, so the machine's going to play out its turn by rolling all of these dice. See what it... Oh, my gosh. Oh. That was the horrible roll for the machine for me. So, produce one of these. Of course, it's another yellow. And it's going to produce 4 goods. 1 for yellow, 1 for red, 1 for blue, 1 for purple. That was not the greatest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do have my 12 goods already produced. So we get one more turn each, and then that is the end of the game. Let's hopefully we can produce some things on our turn that nullifies that absolute horrible roll. Yeah, ouch, Sarah. Ouch indeed. I've only got one card left in hand. So, Well, can I grab any of these contractors that are actually really going to benefit me? The apprentice might work because it gets me an extra die for the round. Sure, let's use my faction's ability. I'm going to draft Solar Array, but I'm just going to discard it right away to grab Apprentice. It gets me to draw a card. Oh, a beacon. And it also allows me to grab an extra dice for the round. So I get to roll 5 dice this round instead of just my normal 4. All right. I only have 1 vitamin left. Let's hopefully I can generate some points. Okay, I got a 1, 2. I got 2 1s, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Oh, I wish I had some more vitamins. Oh, I wish I had some more vitamins. Which I can grab another 2 vitamins if I need. Would 2 vitamins help me? Interesting. Let's just math that out here. If I use this for 2 more energy, create those 2 more vitamins, I could go. No, I could get a 3. I could get a 3 of a kind, which isn't terrible. I can't. I don't think I can get my 4 of a kind. Let's take a look here. But I could definitely use it, get a 3 of a kind, which gets me another extra dice. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Or do I go for the sure bet, try to get an obelisk down, so just another 2 points. Let's try it this way. I'm going to grab this, 2 energies. I'm going to spend 4 energies on 2 more vitamins. I'm going to use all 3 vitamins to change these ones to 2s and this one down to a 2, so I can activate Megafactory. Gets me another 2 victory points, and I get another dice to roll. It's a 1 and a 4. Not the greatest. Interesting. Oh my gosh. So I used up all my resources. I don't think that was enough to get it, so I'll grab one of yous. And an energy, because I don't think they're worth anything at the end of the game anyways. Because I don't think I can turn anything more into more points because I didn't have any energy and anything like that. So there's my last turn. Wow. Let's just hope and pray that the rolls horribly. Let's get like all 6s this time around. Not the greatest. Render red. Ugh. Put that red up there. So red doesn't activate. That's good. Purple doesn't activate. That's good. Blue doesn't activate. That's good. Just yellow. Okay, so that might give me a fighting. That might give me a fighting chance here. All right, so now that is the end of the game. We played out our last round. I'm going to move all my dices across here. Let's add up my victory points, which people can probably already add them up for me here. But I'm just going to make sure here at the end of the game here, just going to make sure what I score all my points for. It's just goods and points on cards here. So I got 2, 4, 6. These are just 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 points for me. 23 points for me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 points for the machine. If it wasn't for that absolutely horrible roll in that one round, I had a chance. And I probably did a couple misplays or whatnot and everything, but I think I had a chance. Oh my gosh. Well, getting to activate Think Tank once, that was actually pretty fun. I do say so myself. Cool. Well, that's Fantastic Factories, the solo mode. Why don't I play this solo mode a little bit more? It actually plays relatively fast when you're not actually talking through all of your turns and humming and hawing on this on stream and whatnot, but it does play fairly quickly. It's got one of the best solo upkeeps that I have encountered. I don't do like a lot of solo gaming. I've been doing a lot of more solo gaming in this on this channel and whatnot, but you know what? I do enjoy this I enjoyed this quite a bit. What did you, everybody? Hey, thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. I don't know exactly what we're doing here, but hey, Fantastic Factories, absolute blast. I find if I can get a solo game done in about 30 minutes, sometimes I'll play 2 to 3 games in one sitting. I completely 100% agree with that statement. If it plays fast, then yeah, this is one of my top solo games. Thanks for playing it tonight. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me for this. I don't get to play this. I don't play this solo. And I feel like I should be, because I actually had a blast, and this was actually really, really tight, really nice, good, close decisions. I was playing with the Frontier Freight, was the ability that I got from the Manufactions expansion. I do want to explore. Maybe this will be in the near future here. I do want to explore the Subterfuge expansion material for the solo mode, because if you're not familiar with the Subterfuge, it has the player interaction where you can sabotage other people's factories and whatnot. And so there's a mechanic in here where you could be sabotaging the machine, and the machine can be sabotaging you. So it kind of adds a little bit of a little extra element to an already pretty awesome solo mode. So I'm going to read about that. I think I'm going to try that in a very near future stream and whatnot. Sarah says, thanks for playing it tonight. It's one of my all-time favorites. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very, very much. Vincent's giving this a thumbs up here. Thank you very much. And you know what? Speaking of thumbs up, make sure if you haven't liked the video already, please give it one. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what? Every little subscription helps us smaller channels. And hit the notification bell. I go live every Tuesday and Thursday evenings. I try around 6:30 Pacific time, but you know what? Like tonight, I just kind of went because I wanted to jump in on the Tabletop Express's stuff tonight, which I'm gonna go back and now I'm gonna rewatch their stream, because man, they're producing some really fantastic and unique shows and content. All right. Thank you once again for joining me for Fantastic Factories. This upcoming Thursday night, in 2 nights' time, I will be playing Juicy Fruits. And I have to call the audible just because just before the stream, I was supposed to be playing Juicy Fruits with Tim from the Board Game Hot Takes podcast, except for he is not able to join me this Thursday. Now, once again, he just counts a lot, not last minute, but just before that. But Juicy Fruits also has a solo mode to it. So I'm going to try out the Juicy Fruits from Capstone Games and Deep Print Games. I'm going to try out its solo mode and see what it's all about. So join me Thursday for that. And then next week, I'll be joined by Riley Stock from the Board Game Community Show, Tim from the Board Game Hot Takes podcast, and David from the All Games New and Old YouTube channel. We're going to have our monthly game night next Thursday, and we're going to be playing some Board Game Arena. And I believe if we can all manage to make it work, we're going to try out Champions of Midgard, because it's in alpha mode and we have access to that. So we're going to try it out. Yes. Oh, yay. Another game that has a solo mode. Yeah. And do you know what? I only know that it has a solo mode, and I've never played it. Thursday night will be the first time me playing it. And have I kept up with Ashes Reborn? I have kept up with Ashes Reborn, and Rob and I are trying. We're trying so hard to get our schedules to line up, because we got the latest two. What were they? Not the we got the Queen of Lightning and the Artisan expansions. We just got those ones, and we want to get those ones on stream and play them soon, because I guess another couple are coming back. Throwback for me. I used to play Ashes Reborn on webcam. Yeah, myself and Rob from the Meeple Dungeon podcast, another Canadian podcast you might want to check out. We've played Ashes Reborn quite a bit on stream. We actually had a stream not too long ago. I think you may be able to find it on the channel. And yeah, it's a great game. I actually, on Cardboard Conjectures podcast, named it my favorite fantasy themed game of all time. So great. I know Vincent is hardcore into that Ashes Reborn stuff. I need to play it more. I just need to carve out some time and do it and everything like that. He plays on webcam. Do you know what? Vincent just gave me a brainwave of an idea. If you're ever up for it, you know what? I'd love to have you on the channel, and we should play some Ashes Reborn. I think it would work quite well. So if you're up for it, hit me up on Twitter, and maybe we might be able to arrange something in the near future. Only if you're up for it. I would love to play with a very experienced player, not like us Joe Schmoes that kind of just dabble in it every now and then. All right, folks, it's starting to get a little late for me on a school night. I know, right? Gotta teach the kiddos in the mornings. So thank you once again, Danny, for the thumbs up. Thank you, Vincent, for sticking your tongue out at me. But that is awesome. Thanks, everybody, for joining me once again. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I've been Ryan, Mista Rau's Gaming. And I will see you next time. Good night, everybody. Cheers.